Here at Platform Economy Insights, we've been tracking, analyzing, and reporting on digital economy public policy issues throughout all of 2020. 2020 is coming to a close, thank goodness. So we went back through the hundreds of reports and determined the top 10 issues that received the most coverage. The result is the top 10 digital platform policy issues of 2020. We will do a series of videos covering those 10 issues. I'll give a summary, followed by some thoughts on how much difference the election of Joe Biden as president will have compared to what more years of President Trump would have meant. Now, this video is being recorded before the January 5 Senate runoff elections in Georgia. All projections are based on the Republicans maintaining a slim majority in the U.S. Senate. So, here we go. 5 minutes on 2020's issue number 10. U.S. federal privacy legislation and data transfers between the United States and Europe. Many predicted that Congress would enact federal privacy legislation in 2020. It did not happen. I'll add that I didn't predict that Congress would actually come together in an agreement. There's too many important issues standing between them. Okay, so yes, there is interest on both sides of the political aisle to do privacy legislation, but big policy disagreements divide Democrats and Republicans. The two biggest stumbling blocks are, first, the issue called private right of action. Now, that means class action lawsuits. In other words, whether to allow consumers, and more importantly, class action lawyers, to file class action lawsuits to enforce privacy standards. Republicans strongly object. Democrats tend to support. Second, whether a new federal privacy law should preempt more robust state privacy laws. Republicans and most in the business community think, of course, that's the whole point of the federal law. However, many Democrats and privacy activists support the strongest privacy protections possible. So if a state offers better, they object to a federal law watering that down at all. As I said, we're likely to have a divided Congress next year. Chances are pretty good that a comprehensive federal privacy law remains a bit of a long shot. Probably doesn't break that logjam any more than President Trump would have. But there is one change coming. A Biden administration Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, is likely to be much more aggressive than its predecessor on case-by-case privacy enforcement, including online. Now, first, cases add up, but they also set precedent for other firms. The Democrats on the FTC have been aggressively dissenting from major digital policy decisions at the FTC in recent years. We're likely to see a meaningfully more aggressive FTC. And now a quick word on the US-EU data transfer issue. 2020 saw the Schrems II decision in the European Court of Justice. The court struck down the US-EU Privacy Shield Agreement. That agreement provided legal backing to the practice of many companies, both US-based and European-based, to transfer user data back and forth between the United States and Europe. That agreement was overturned, just like the safe harbor was in 2015. The thing for everyone to understand is that the European Court's concern with privacy is not really about commercial practices or commercial privacy. It's not about behavioral advertising, cookies, or online tracking. It's about government law enforcement and national security surveillance and access to digital data. In short, the things that law enforcement and intelligence agencies do to fight terrorism and crime. Companies are caught in the middle, but in this case, it's not really about the company practices. It's not clear if a Biden administration focused on better relationships with European allies can resolve those concerns. Congress would likely need to step in and change U.S. anti-terrorism laws. That's a very tough lift, and it's not clear who would really want that. So that was issue number 10. Next up, issue number 9, social media content moderation. Bye-bye.